I've made millions of dollars in profit from dropshipping over the last 5 years, and in this video I want to condense all of the knowledge that I've learned in the shortest possible time. Because the goal of this channel is essentially for you to reach the same level of success that I have reached in a fraction of the time. And I'm sure that after watching this entire video, reaching your first 10k profit per month will become 10 times more attainable. The first thing you need to know is that you have to start with an all-in mindset. When I first started with my dropshipping career, I went all in immediately and I convinced myself that this business model, dropshipping, was the one that's gonna take me to a millionaire. Now, dropshipping is not easy at all. It is actually fucking hard. Just like any other business that's worth doing, which is why you cannot start dropshipping with the mindset that this is a side hustle or something that you just do as a hobby. Because the problems you will be facing in dropshipping, and again, in any other business that's worth doing, will be way too hard to solve if you just have the mindset that this is a hobby or a side hustle. Now, I'm not saying that you cannot combine dropshipping with school or with a job, because you can, but only if you dedicate 3 hours every single day to dropshipping. And you can never miss a single day. You cannot start and then pause and then start again and then pause, because then you're doing fuck all. Dropshipping and online business evolves so quickly that if you do that, you're literally doing nothing at all. Now, failure only means that you gave up. I could have said to myself a million times, this is where I quit, because it took me personally 6 months before I saw my first 500 euros in revenue. But I said to myself, I've started this, so I am finishing this. There are thousands of examples of successful dropshippers online, which means that you can do it too, unless of course you decide to quit. Now, what will make quitting harder? Reaching success faster. And you can reach success faster by doing the next thing as well, which is to learn copywriting and marketing for a massive competitive edge. Almost all dropshippers, I was exactly the same, come from a really lazy background. We're used to gaming, sitting behind our computers all day. That's how we got attracted to dropshipping in the first place, because it looks like an easy way to become rich. And dropshipping in general, the whole strategy revolves a lot around copy pasting, which makes it the perfect business model for lazy people. Now, if you can be one, not lazy, and secondly, understand more than your competition does about marketing and copywriting, you will literally crush it. Read books like Breakthrough Advertising, Cash Advertising, Hooked, Blue Ocean Strategy. Make sure that right now you dedicate at least 30 minutes per day studying this, and doing just that will make it a lot easier to succeed in dropshipping, because again, the playing field is generally filled with lazy fucks. Now, be careful with doing this though, because you do not want to make up your own strategy before doing at least 1 to 2k per day in revenue. In the beginning, you have no idea what works yet, so you have to stick to one and the same strategy religiously without trying to implement your own knowledge to it. But then once you reach around 2k per day in revenue, start implementing as much knowledge from yourself as you can to the strategy, and this way you will create your own blue ocean, which means you will create a part of the market where there's no competition. This is exactly what I did by coming up with the funnel dropshipping strategy myself, and by doing that I made $300,000 in profit in the first month of doing this. Now, you can make a shitload of money with dropshipping, as I just mentioned, $300,000 in a single month of profit. But numbers like these you will never achieve if you do not set massive goals. When I first convinced myself that dropshipping was going to be my thing, at that same time I set massive goals. And not only did I set massive goals, but I also shared them with everybody around me. My family, my friends, and they all thought I was retarded. I was literally going around on a family gathering talking about how I was going to start a web shop and start earning millions of dollars from it, while at that time I had $1,000 in my bank account and I had never even proven myself to do anything successful at all. But talking about your goals and your desire for success to others makes it much more easy to achieve, because now you have pride, ego, and shame. And if things get hard in dropshipping, which they will, you can remember that you told your uncle, you told your grandma, you told your friends that you're gonna become this little millionaire from dropshipping. So you better go out and fucking do it. Now, everybody will doubt you and everybody will think you're an idiot, but once you do become successful, it is the sweetest feeling ever, because now you're not only successful, but you're also this visionary in everybody else's eyes, because you were yapping about it for years before you even achieved anything, which is a good feeling. Now, you will inevitably always see success if you just keep pushing, as I already mentioned. But once you do see your first success, it's very, very easy to fuck everything up again. How? By becoming comfortable and taking your foot off the brake. Momentum is extremely valuable in life and in business. It's very natural to slow down once you found your first winning product or once you've made your first $50,000, because you now have some breathing room. You can finally relax a little bit, your anxiety anxiety starts coming down. But slowing down right at that moment will delay the real success of actually becoming a millionaire massively. I did this every single time I saw some success. Every time I reached a new goal, I would take my foot off the brake for months. And then it would be very hard to get into it again, first of all, because again, as I said, the online business industry changes so fast. If you're not on top of your game every single day, you will get left behind. And also breaking through that cap that you just reached will just be 50% harder than if you would have just kept going. If you keep stacking on your momentum, you can literally become a millionaire in your first year of dropshipping. Now, it is super rare and I don't want to set the wrong expectations, but I swear to God, I have seen it happen. And the only reason it happens is because these people, when they first taste success, they get even hungrier. They work even harder and they go even faster. For me, it took 4 years to become a millionaire purely because of this issue. If I knew this from day one, I would have been a millionaire in my first year as well. Now, how you technically dropship obviously is also super important. And as of the time that I'm speaking, the best way to dropship is with funnel dropshipping and not with outdated Shopify stores. Now, this can change in half a year or 1 year, but the point is that you always want to use the most innovative and latest strategy. And right now this is called funnel dropshipping. Now, what is funnel dropshipping versus Shopify dropshipping? Essentially, on Shopify, you just have a web shop, you have a bunch of products on there, you mass test and you hope that something sticks. With funnel dropshipping, however, you have a completely customized sales funnel where the goal of it is for your customer to convert as fast as possible with a higher AOV, average order value, with a higher conversion rate. And both of these things mean that you will make more profit and you can scale faster and you can scale higher. If you want to know the technicals about this entire strategy, there is a free course linked below. You can also look at any other video on this YouTube channel. But the point is just that general Shopify dropshipping is outdated as fuck. So make sure you stick with an innovative strategy. What's also incredibly important about this strategy is that you focus on the right products to sell. You can sell cat toys, you can sell kitchen utensils, you can sell stupid TikTok gimmicky products. But what I know from testing literally thousands and thousands of products and having hundreds and hundreds of winners, the best niche of products to test in is health and beauty. From all of my winning products, which I've had in all niches, these were the most scalable ones. So why not just focus on what is the most scalable? The reason for it is purely because these are the most instinctual niches to be in. If you have a health problem, obviously this is the most important problem in your life to solve, which makes it so easy to sell health products. Now, beauty is literally the second best thing because most women, if they feel ugly, it is almost as painful as being unhealthy. So they will throw your money at your Facebook ads to either be more healthy or look more beautiful. Now, while with fashion or general dropshipping, you can expect a winner rate of about 1 in 20, 1 in 30, even 1 in 40. In my business right now, because I'm focusing on health and beauty products and because I'm using sales funnels, have a winner rate of about 1 in 8, meaning I have to test 8 products for 1 to really pop off. Then the choice is obvious. Now, there are a lot of videos and people online talking about how branded dropshipping or starting a brand in general is the next best thing, but that is bullshit. Now, hear me out. I'm not just calling it bullshit because I have a different strategy to teach. No, I've actually had 3 brands so far. 2 of them completely flopped and 1 of them is pretty successful. So I know what I'm talking about. In the beginning of your business career, you want to generate as much cash on your bank account as possible. This is why dropshipping, where you just scale product after product until it dies out, is the best way to do exactly that. Now, unless you have $100,000 in your bank account, you literally cannot safely start a brand. You have to pay for stock. Your profit margins are generally pretty low because you need to also pay for a really good customer experience. And this is normal because your brand should be focused on building exit value. It should not be focused on short-term profit. Otherwise, you do not have a brand. You have a stack of shit. So I started a brand after I had about 60,000 euros in my bank account, thinking because I've had a few winners, I can now go to the next step, branding, because this is the long-term play. Now, with that brand, we were relatively successful. We were doing 200K per month, 300K per month, and even 400K per month in our best month. But our profit margins were very low, and because it ate so much of our cash flow, our bank account was just declining. Now, again, if you have in the back of your mind that you are looking for an exit, you can keep pumping cash into it without stressing because you know you will get it back once you sell. But you literally cannot do that if you have just 60K in the bank. What happened then is we tried selling the brand. No one wanted to give us a good offer, so we completely discarded it altogether. We went back to short-term dropshipping to build up up our bank account to at least $1 million. And then 1.5 years ago, we started a completely new brand in the US market, which today is generating more than $20,000 every single day with a good profit margin and with a long-term exit in mind. Now, do you need $1 million to start a brand? Not necessarily. I would say at least have $100,000 in your bank account. And secondly, keep your cash cow business alive, because as of the moment I'm speaking, I'm doing 30K per day with my EU funnel dropshipping business with 20% profit every single day, and I have the brand. So if the brand requires a big investment because we have to, for example, buy a shitload of stock, send it to a US warehouse, that's what we're doing right now because of the tariff change, it is no big deal because I still make a lot of money from my cash cow business, which are the EU dropshipping funnel stores. And this is the perfect way to also have an e-commerce brand. But you cannot do it if you're broke, believe me. And what's also incredibly important when running your funnel dropshipping business at scale is that you have backups on backups on backups. Generally, dropshippers get banned all the time. You've probably heard about Facebook accounts being banned or blocked, Stripe accounts being banned or blocked, and this might make dropshipping unattractive to you, but you're supposed to get banned. It is completely normal, and all the big dropshippers, including myself, have 1 million backups of literally everything. We have a bunch of Facebook profiles, we have a bunch of Facebook ad accounts, we have a bunch of processing accounts, payment processors. Now, you obviously do not need all of this if you're just starting out. If you're just starting out, you're not just gonna get banned like that. Maybe on Facebook, you might see a ban here and there, but then you will get the account back relatively quickly. But if you're actually at scale, you're doing 5K per day or maybe even 10K per day, you need to have backups of everything. So once you start scaling to a 5K or 10K day, make sure you take a bunch of steps back, build up your backups before scaling further. And once that's done, you can finally scale. So don't get greedy once you see your first 5K day. Take a few steps back, build the backend, because consistency is way more important than a nice little revenue screenshot one day of the year. Now, consistency is not only done through having backups, but also through building a solid team and doing it fast. Once you master a skill such as funnel building or video editing, outsource this as fast as you can. I remember doing my first 6-figure profit month, 100K in profit, without having a single team member. And you might think that that's nice, but after that 100K profit month, I never reached 6 figures again for a whole year, purely because I was afraid of hiring a team. I thought I could do everything better myself. So once you master one of these skills, go to onlinejobs.ph and start hiring people. You can hire a virtual assistant from the Philippines on onlinejobs.ph for about $4 to $5 per hour. Train them for 1 to 2 weeks. What's also incredibly important is that you give them a vision of the future of your company. So share the goals, share the vision, be patient during the training, and then you will have a very solid team member who can do all the things that you can do, but even better. Then do this for every single little part in your business, and before you know it, you're actually a big company that is making $500,000 a month in revenue on autopilot. Now, this last one is one of my biggest mistakes as well, which is being afraid of getting coaching. I understand how the coaching space looks. And in the beginning, I thought that all of these guys were scammers, because why would someone even have a coaching program if they're so successful themselves with dropshipping? And why would you share your secrets? Well, there's 2 reasons people do this. First of all, if you reach a certain point in dropshipping, scaling it further becomes exponentially harder. So if you are an expert at dropshipping, like I am, and you want to increase your income the easiest way possible, it is not going to be by scaling from 150K in profit per month to 300K in profit per month. It's actually going to be by helping other people start their dropshipping business as well. And once you have built a solid team, just as I explained, you as the CEO have the time to do it. And what I've noticed myself from making other people rich from dropshipping too is that it is extremely fulfilling. So no, not all coaches and gurus are scammers, but you have to be extremely wary, because the first coaching that I ever got was a complete scam. At that time, I almost quit because I literally had no money anymore. But then after finding some traction here and there with dropshipping, growing my bank account just a little bit, I decided to get an actual coach to help me one-on-one. And I remember very vividly that my business went from 10K profit per month to 30K profit per month in just the first 30 days. Just like what I'm trying to do with this video right here, you can learn from the mistakes of others and you can take shortcuts. Now imagine you can pay someone who is 10 times further than you a certain amount of money for them to tell you exactly what what you have to do and exactly what you don't have to do, but you have to make sure that the coach you might be considering, first of all, posts recent results of their own dropshipping business, and secondly, has a track record of successful students. And then thirdly, do you feel that person is full of shit or not? You have an intuition, which is not 100% accurate because you don't know what's possible yet in business, but you can trust your gut a little bit. Now, to wrap it all up, if you want my one-on-one coaching, there is a link below for a free qualification call with me or my team. Now, before you just book a call, it is expensive, first of all, and it is also for people who are already very disciplined. I don't want my job to be your motivational speaker. My job is just to give you the blueprint on how to get to your first 10K profit per month as fast as possible. So if you do not already have discipline and a good starting capital, then do not book a call, obviously. For you, I have my free course, which is also insanely valuable because I don't even have a paid course. I only have a paid one-on-one mentorship. So check it out right now and make sure you apply everything that I talked about to save yourself hundreds of thousands of dollars in mistakes and to grow to that 10K profit per month as fast as humanly possible.